Although she lives in a state of constant upheaval, Helen is due to marry her fiancé David in just over a month's time.
Are you ready for me, yeah?
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
I can't wait.
And she's currently juggling the chaos of her lifestyle with the stress of planning a spectacular summer wedding.
Helen, is that big enough for you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's lovely. Oh, okay.
Make it smaller if you want to.
No, I want it like that. It's perfect
big.
like that.
It is big.
That's the veil. It's the famous veil Marie was on about. Yeah, it's really lovely. It's nicer and white, I think.
You're shaking.
Yeah. Oh, God, it really is outstanding. Just can't wait to see it. Like, turn around, look at it.
Now you're ready to see yourself, Daniel.
Yes.
Look at that mirror. Tell me what you think.
Oh, it's worth it.
Helen has the dress of her dreams. And for a girl more used to the struggle and hardship of life on the road, it is a rare moment of glamour.
Just like one day in your life you can dress like this with the big skirt.
So what's going to change after the wedding day?
After the wedding I'll be married and I won't be going to Daddy every 5 minutes for money. It'll be David. I won't depend on my daddy, I'll depend on him. So it'll be different. Change. But in a good way, hopefully.
This one's yours.
Despite having only known David for 12 weeks, Helen's wedding day is already upon her, and the bridal party are readying themselves for a long day ahead.
Give me a sausage and egg muffin and a hash brown.
Such an occasion requires access to reliable power sources and hair straighteners, luxuries that trailers on the road can't provide, so the girls have abandoned their caravans in favour of a local hotel.
Just getting a little bit nervous now, Lucy. Everything's starting to kick in. Like a couple of hours, I've got to be there and get married, and it's like, well, hectic.
It's a magic thing it does.
It's like Tinkerbell. It's like Tinkerbell. Tighten it in a bit, maybe, you know?
I'm going to clip this in. Does that feel right?
No, it feels very loose. I feel like it's going to fall off. I know this. I'm very unlucky, and it's going to fall out.
We're fighting some super glue. How many cans of Red Bull have we gone through?
I haven't got a clue. There's like about 10 cases had to be bought this morning, and every one of them is gone.
Dress, lads, jackasses, can't see where they're walking.
Weddings in the travelling community often take place within a few close-knit families, but Helen and Marie's family history meant that their cousins were off-limits.
It happens a lot in the travelling community where cousins marry cousins, like my dad and mum is first cousins. We had to write to Pope John Paul for to get consent for to get married off him.
And he sent back a certificate. Now it's framed and it's in my nanny's house in Ireland.
Well, like when we were growing up, my mum and dad was very worried because if any of our cousins grabbed us or we kissed any of them, Mummy was like, oh no, you can't go on with him. And like if you ever got married at home, it's only a kiss. Yeah, but that's how it all starts. No, you can't do that.
Why not?
Because the blood's too close.
Helen is ready to be transported to the church. She spent much of her life on the road eluding the authorities, but today's journey is proving even more nerve-wracking.
How's it going, Helen?
Getting a little nervous. It's really happening now, like this is it. I'm getting really, really nervous.
Just 12 weeks after meeting her fiancé David, it's the day of Irish traveller Helen's wedding. The convoy has halted for the big day, and they've all turned out in force. The significance of the moment is not lost on the bride.
This is where a new beginning starts and my whole life ends.
How long have you been waiting for this day?
Couple months.
What, heading to walk? Walk, go up the aisle.
We are asking God to give his blessing upon Helen and David, to be with them in all the years of their lives. I, David, take thee, Helen, to be my lawful wedded wife, to love and to cherish as death was allowed. On it goes. You make a surprise? Just a small one.
David and Helen are now man and wife. And at the reception venue, the celebrations can begin.
Margaret, you want to watch it?
The dance floor soon fills with friends from across the country. But by now, Grandmother Maggie is well used to the spectacle of a traveller wedding.
That's my grandson got married today, David.
How many grandchildren do you have?
I have a child every year. So how can I count up for how many great-grandchildren that I have? Because it breeds like rabbits in the field.
A life spent on the road is always unpredictable, but having travelled since childhood at the behest of her father, it is now David who will decide Helen's future.
The scariest thing about being married now is having to go with him tomorrow and not with Mummy and Daddy. It's going to be like, to move in with him and everything is going to be scary. 'Cause I've never done it before, so yeah, it's going to be well hectic.
Do you know where you're going to be living?
No, I still don't know. I'm married now and everything, and I don't know where I'm going to go.
A month and a half after her wedding, the fairy tale is over. And Helen is back with her travelling companions, living alongside her sister and Jimmy on a roadside next to IKEA. But they expect to be moved on at any moment, and Jimmy is becoming increasingly irritated by the constant battles with the council.
Where are we going to go? Where can we go?
Some people would say, why don't you get a house like everyone else?
Well, of course, we'd love to do that. If the council give us the house, we go in the house. There's no problem, but look at the waiting list in the house. You can't get one, all they tell you is waiting list. You can't get a house.
Do you know where you're going to go?
We don't, that's the problem. Because we've already been to a load of places already. And every time we go, the council just puts us off again, just like you heard me telling them. Every time, it's the same process, every single time.
While Jimmy grows frustrated by the endless cycle of invasion and eviction, Helen's world could be about to change forever.
Your results is pregnant and you conceived approximately 2 to 3 weeks ago. I'm 2 to 3 weeks pregnant. Helen's all grown up and having a baby, married and everything now.
Well, how long is mine? 6 weeks. How long are you pregnant? 3 weeks pregnant. Or 4 weeks, how many?
3.
3 weeks pregnant. It took them 3 weeks there, you know what I mean, to break that bun. It's too slow, way too slow.
If I didn't get pregnant straight away, I'd think there was something wrong with me, like, because I never got pregnant. There must be something, because I think that all travelling girls panic. If they don't get pregnant like straight away after they get married, it's because they think there'll be something wrong with them or whatever.
Now heavily pregnant, Helen is taking a break from travelling life. The respite is much needed. Soon she will give birth to their first baby. And their second.
David nearly got a heart attack when I seen twins. The woman said, baby one is a little girl. I never said nothing, I just kept quiet. Then baby two is a little boy. Yes, because he thought he was getting 2 girls, he nearly got a heart attack.
Why would he not want 2 girls?
Because they're too expensive. Girls are very expensive. 2 of them coming, Daddy, give me money for sunbeds, Daddy. Give me money to get my nails done. Then 2 weddings. You have to have 2 separate bank accounts, put £30,000 each into them for the weddings. He nearly got a heart attack over the 2 girls. So everybody's delighted. It's like the perfect little family, a boy and a girl. Just can't wait to get them. That's your own child, like that's yours, it's come from you. Oh, it's just, I can't wait, I really can't wait.
Helen plans to remain here until the babies are born. And despite all the pitfalls of the travelling life, unlike Jimmy, she is convinced that her family's future lies on the road.
What sort of life do you want for your babies?
They'll travel, like they'll live the same life I lived. And I'd like them to be brought up the way I was brought up and them to bring their children up the way I was brought up. Because I love travelling, I love it. I love going different places, meeting different people.
What would ever stop you and your children's travelling?
Nothing. Nothing will ever stop us. It's just the way of life, that's the way we're brought up. That's it, we just travel. That's what we're called, travellers. We just travel around, can't stay in one place.